Hey, how's it going, YouTube? How's it going? This is Ex-Jehovah Roberto speaking. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time, I ask that whenever you get time, can you please check out any of my other videos, especially my first video. It talks a little bit about my experience as a Jehovah Witness and why I became an ex-JW and why I left out that religion. Um, if you're a returning visitor and you're checking another video out of mine, I just want to take a moment to thank you. I appreciate it. And a big shout out to the whole XJW community. And also a huge shout out to all the new XJWs. I know it's not easy. I know how it feels. It's a little tough in the beginning. I'm pretty much fairly new. I've been out of the Jehovah Witness religion for 4 years now. And I must say, though, in time, it does get better. You know, everyone has to walk a different path in life and have to go through a healing process, as I like to put it. So, but it's not impossible. We're here today. We was there yesterday, and we look forward for tomorrow. With that said, what I wanted to talk about is, you know, a little bit of what's going on right now with the Jehovah Witness religion. And I think that I don't know what's going to come of that religion. I don't really, to be just really blunt a little bit, or to be honest, I don't really care because I'm never going to be a part of that religion or any religion for that matter. But at the end of the day, it's not always about me or just, you know, looking at it in a way like that, even though that is the truth of the matter, because there's some people that I strongly believe that if they see your example, they hear what you got to say, they hear your story, or they hear something that you say, it might trigger or click for them to say, hey, you know what, I need to do the same thing too, you know? And so that's part of the reason why, you know, I made this channel. And you know, I'm doing my best. You know, I'm still fairly new, but you know, to be consistent. You know, and it's funny because, you know, in over 4 years, I haven't been on the website, on the JW website. And so this weekend, or late last week towards the weekend, you know, I got curious because, you know, so much is going on with the, you know, Jehovah Witnesses, that court cases and all the allegations and the lawsuits and everything's come out. And I got curious to say, you know what, you know, let me browse. You know, I was curious. I browsed just to see, I don't know, it's not a real reason why I browsed the jw.org website. You know, I think, well, to be honest, because, you know, from time to time I'll tamper with the Bible, and I go to different translations from time to time, you know. And I think what it was is that I want to see, that's what it was. That's what it was. I got it. See, you helped me. You didn't realize you helped me. I was trying to put together how they came up with the title Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, I would love to get into that. Maybe I'll save that for another video. But I was looking in how they came up, how, like, the whole Jehovah thing, I got that, but how they put themselves as witnesses to Jehovah and all of that. Anyway, that's the reason that got me to the jw.org. I was curious, and I was, you know, it was on my mind, and I was trying to do some research on that, like, where did they connect to that? Anyway, what happened with that was it led to another, from one thing it led to another. I wound up browsing through their website. By right, get a little curious, and no shame in my game, I was a little curious, and I checked. And Long and behold, look what I found. I found on their website. Crazy. I never thought I would see that there because for me, it's just I'm convinced that they are such deny of what they're doing, like everybody else. They're not gonna acknowledge or say anything that they're guilty of when it comes down to the, the child abuse problem that they're having. So it's like when I stumbled across this, I was like, oh, they must really be feeling it. Like it's getting intense for them. Anyway, I stumbled across on their website. I checked on the newsroom. If you go on the website, they have legal resources. You go to the newsroom, and then from there you click onto the legal resources. I had found this downloadable document that Jehovah Witnesses made available, and what it is I guess it's them trying to respond to everything that is going on with their name in child abuse. What it is a document that they put out, or is there this for for anyone who's inquiring, want to know. It's a document that's basically giving their explanation on where they stand on child abuse, allegations, and how they respond to them. So when I saw it, it was very, very interesting, of course, because I wanted to hear what the hell they trying to put out here, what they want to say. And I thought, honestly, it'd be something to talk about because it's horrible. It is, in one word, it's horrible. And that's just in one word putting it. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to have a link that you can go directly to in the description there on the video. So you should be able to go straight into that. If not, you can just check it out on your own time. But so this here is I found this in the packet in the it's when you go into the legal resources. When you go to the newsroom and you go to legal resources, click into that. It's downloads of packets, and this was the packet all the way at the bottom, and they real discreet. They had it all the way at the bottom, like they didn't want, like it was hidden almost. And so here, this is a printout of Jehovah's Witnesses. This is what it says on the actual package. Actually, this is what it says on the cover. It says, I just was kind of getting into it here, but you can see right there, but you probably can't see it, but this is the Jehovah's Witnesses scripturally based, always hide it behind the Bible, based position on child protection. Now, on this printout here, they have a list of 13 paragraphs on the information, that they have on it, down to the process of what they do with child abuse allegations that's brought up to them. What is their procedure and their process and everything. Now, in the beginning, they talk about child abuse and how they stand on it. Now, it's very hypocritical. Straight up, it's hypocritical because it's like for example, and on paragraph 2, this is what they have in the statement. It says, the protection of children is of utmost concern and importance to all Jehovah's Witnesses. Now that's BS. That's BS. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. But they got to put something there. That's what they put. And the next paragraph down, they say, Jehovah's Witnesses abhor child abuse and view it as a crime, with the scripture Romans 12:9, right? And also they go on to say, we recognize that the authorities are responsible for addressing such crimes, and scripture on it. And it says, the elders do not shield any perpetrator of child abuse from authorities, right? It's garbage. This, anyway, the real reason why I got this, because it's crazy, because it's like, yo, this religion is like a living nightmare. The best way I can describe the Jehovah Witness religion is that it is a living nightmare for JW parents. It's a living nightmare. Why are you still there? Like, I would love to know, if you're a Jehovah's Witness right now looking at my video, because y'all JWs always peek into what the latest thing that Ex-Jehovah is talking about. And if I'm catching you now, this is what it is. What are you still doing there in this religion? Really? Really? Let me go on a little bit more onto this. I'm not gonna go into everything, but check it out. So this is the process, what they do in a nutshell. They do two things. If somebody goes to them and they say, hey, listen, you know what? They report an accusation on child abuse. They call up the branch, the main office, and the elders, they notify them of the accusation. They speak to the parents. Everyone, is on board, that they are aware, and then they make that call. I'm pretty much sure. And then this is where it gets twisted. I've never been in this situation. I left because, to be honest, I know myself. I can't speak for everybody else. God forbid if something was to happen. If I was at this, I said, something you gotta avoid and use this, and no one is to bail out. They do what's called a scriptural paragraph 10. You can see for yourself. If you're reading along on your own time. Then in paragraph 10, they go on to say that child abuse is a serious sin, right? So in the first page, they do acknowledge that, they abhor child abuse and view it as a crime, right? On the second page, on paragraph 10, they talk about how child abuse is a serious sin, right? So it sounds all good. Mind you, there's 13 paragraphs on here. I don't know if you can see that. 13 paragraphs. And I just started coming up with questions, too many. I was like, this is crazy. Because look where it gets crazy and gets sick at. And this is why I get mad and sick with JW parents. Like, why the hell are you still there? Get out. Get out. Anyway, it'll make sense when I tell you. So I'm going to read paragraphs 10 and 11. Okay, check it out. It says, child abuse is a serious sin. If an alleged abuser is a member of the congregation, if an alleged abuser is a member of the congregation, the elders conduct a scriptural investigation. This is a purely religious proceeding handled by elders according to scriptural instructions, and is limited to the issue of membership as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. A member of the congregation who is an unrepentant child abuser is expelled from the congregation and is no longer considered one of Jehovah's Witnesses. What a punishment. You mean they lose the right to be a JW? For being a child abuser? What about going to jail? What about going to jail? They just kicked them out. That's the worst thing. You kick them out, you don't call the authorities, The first page you say you what it say here? They recognize that the authorities are responsible for addressing such crimes. What is scripture next to it? You know? They don't say nothing on that. They just say you gone. Oh, you're not remorseful for doing such thing? Okay. Then it goes on to say under the elders handling of an accusation of child abuse is not a replacement for the authorities handling of the matter. Whatever. Paragraph 11. This is where it gets really twisted, sick, and nasty. Seriously. Paragraph 11 says, if it is determined that one guilty of child sexual abuse, check this out. Because if you're a Jehovah Witness, I want you to hear this. Because this is the thing, I don't know if Jehovah Witnesses really are up on what's going on. This is yours. This is yours. This printout here that I had looked into is yours right here. I did a lot of notes on it, and I was prepared to actually speak more on it, but I said, it's not really that worth it. I'm gonna touch on what I'm gonna say and just keep it moving, because it's that disgusting. This is what paragraph 11 says. It says, if it is determined that one guilty of child sexual abuse is repentant and will remain in the congregation. What do you mean, remain in the congregation? Why the hell you have to remain in the congregation when you found guilty of child sexual abuse? What are the elders smoking? What are they doing? What are they drinking? You're a human man despite you being this elder of this congregation. And you found out. That's why I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. And you found out that this man or woman or whatever did this disgusting crime and sinful act. And you mean to tell me you basically almost embracing them or allowing them to put their feet up? Like they in the living room, put their feet up and on the couch, relax in a congregation with this innocent people, innocent families. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. This is why I don't understand. This is why I keep telling y'all. Listen, it's that simple. Your religion is freaking disgusting. The things that they do, how they play and get down is disgusting. I have no other way to put it. I'm not going to say it's sweet and nice. It's disgusting. It is wrong. Okay? It is simply a living nightmare. The Jehovah Witness religion is a freaking living nightmare, especially for families and JW parents. Why are you there? Why? Serious. How many times? Come on now. Look at this though. This is the ending over here. This is what happens now. So, I read that already. So, one is guilty of the child sexual abuse and they repented and they will remain in the congregation. Look what happens. Look what happens to them. Restrictions are imposed on the individual's congregation's activities. The individual will be specifically admonished by the elders not to be alone in the company of children. They shouldn't even be in the congregation, let alone around children. Not to cultivate friendships with children or display any affection for children. So you mean to tell me if you have a pedophile, a pervert, a sex offender, and you don't think he's going to be tempted? Like y'all adults, really, you don't think he will be tempted? You don't know what his history is, how long he's been doing that, and how many other victims is there? And you got to think too that this is crazy. Check this out. I'm getting close to why I had to talk about this. Then last but least, it says, or display any affection for children. In addition, this is where it gets nasty and disgusting and rotten. Excuse my expression. This right here is awful. It is. It's awful, but it still need to be talked about. So here it says, in addition, elders will inform parents of minors. You ain't informing me, I'm gone. I ain't even have to wait for this to be made. This printout, the date on this printout is April 2018. I ain't have to wait for 2018. Nope. You ain't telling me. How dare you? Imagine you telling me, yeah, so-and-so. Anyway, elders will inform parents of minors within the congregation of the need to monitor their children's interaction. Monitor their children's interaction. Monitor, please, I hope you could just take time and just look at this, jw.org. I'm going to have the link. Go to the link. I'm probably going to write it just so you can be one to see for yourself. Monitor their children's interaction with the individual. With the individual. How in the world you fix yourself to say, hey, brother or sister so-and-so, listen, predator brother so-and-so is over there, child abuser is over there, so he's choosing to remain in the congregation, right? Because kind of like he's repentant, and so like check it out, yeah, I'm gonna need you just to monitor your children a little close. That is ridiculous. Honestly, why? I should get something like that on my shirt. Why are you in this living hellhole / nightmare? Listen, if you feel to move, you feel to leave, get out. Listen, I'm like really speaking to you directly. You JW parents, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. You should be a real shame. If you get hold of this or what I'm telling you, no. If you go and do the research and you go in here and you check this printout and see for yourself what I said, it's not word of mouth, and see for yourself what your religion, what your peoples are saying, and you still a part of this damn religion, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Because you know what? Your eyes are always will be closed. Your mind and your heart will always be blocked from feeling what you needed, that natural feeling to think and feel like a parent. I'm talking to you as a parent, as a father. If you're a man listening to this, What's good, man? You have to do the right thing. Don't have your family and children in danger. You know what that means? This is basically saying, okay, that Jehovah's Witnesses, basically they accept repentant child abusers in all congregations. So basically, all you gotta do is be repentant. That's it. And let me tell you, if this don't sound bad, what I'm telling you, I mean, this seals the deal. This seals the deal. Make a move. Make a move. Listen, I know there's some people that it's tough. You don't gotta write a letter. I know the worst thing you gotta worry about, not all, is that you got family there. I get it. But your family and your children and kids and your other family and gotta figure something out. Something's not working. Something's not working at all. Something's not working. To top things off, not only is this religion horrible, nasty, and disgusting, but they are some freaking crooked, coward / criminal, religious behavior acting type people. Telling you. Because not nowhere there, despite them saying, where is it at? Where's it at? On paragraph 3, hypocrites. They're hypocrite, man. Saying, oh, we recognize that the authorities are responsible for addressing such crimes. How can they address such crimes if you're not telling them? You gotta report that. Don't be calling nobody else. Yo, call them up. Not once do they say here, when they call the authorities, they report a sexual assault or abuse or anything of that nature. Nothing. The only thing that it says something close to that, and which is kind of sketchy, and that really raised my eyebrow, was over here when it says on paragraph 5, it says, even if the elders have no legal duty to report an accusation to the authorities. Sick. The branch office of Jehovah's Witnesses will instruct the elders to report the matter if a minor is still in danger of abuse or there is some other valid reason. Don't you think it's valid enough if you have someone sitting up in your congregation just chilling because they're repentant and they're around other kids? And it's not like, I'm sure they don't make an announcement, hey, listen, brother so-and-so is a child abuser, please be aware. They don't make a whole announcement. Worried about feelings or whatever. I don't know what this right here is crazy. This is different. This is wrong. And, there's too many ifs there. 2 ifs back to back. If the elders. If a minor. What do you mean if? Come on, man. It's crazy. Anyway, listen. I thank you so much for checking out what I have to say. I just felt the need to say it, to speak on it. Like, listen, you already know a lot is going on. It's tough, but life is going to have a lot of trials and tribulations and challenges and obstacles. This religion is just one of them. You got to start the journey at some point in time. But if you just sticking around after what I told you, the link is there. Check the link out for yourself. Because honestly, at the end of the day, If you rolling with nasty, disgusting, horrible people who do nasty, disgusting, sinful type behavior, and they claiming loving God and God's people, then I'm saying, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, just saying, what does that say about you? Be condoning this type of behavior, you know? Listen, if you live in a double life, this is your time to shine and get out. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You live in that double life, that means that your heart is out and your heart is waiting for the body. Yo, I'm ready to go. Let's pack the bags. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Serious. Real talk. You know? So it's not the end of the world because you walk away from your religion. It's not the end of the world. And if you had to stand before God and explain to God why you did what you did, you don't think on account of kids, he would totally understand why? Think about it. Think about it. You know, you got to have a conscience for what you're doing. You know? So, once again, if you a J-Dub, you watching this, you know, really, really consider what you're doing. You know, if you faded, you're in a great spot to be because you're on your way out the door. And it's the best feeling. It's the best feeling. You half of the pressure leaves as soon as you go, you know. So, but anyway, I thank you so much for checking me out. I hope that I hit something, you know. And look, let me just leave with this. Sometimes you gotta be upfront. I'm upfront. I've always kind of been like that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. If something is nasty, it's nasty. My old religion was nasty as crazy. And they still nasty, and they was nasty before I was there. And I'm thankful I'm out. But my thing is, I can't be completely thankful and happy until you out. You gotta be out too, so your children could be safe and your family could be safe. So think about what I'm telling you. Think about it some more and make a move, because people is dropping out that religion like flies. All right? So listen, you got some time? You're Ex-Jehovah, you caught sight of this. Check out this the link that I'm gonna have there is gonna be on my channel. It's gonna be here, and you know what? It don't hurt to just check what's there. These people portray one thing and they do another thing. It reminds me of the devil, to be honest. That's what the devil. Remember, the devil was like transformed to angel of light. You know, look like angel. He really the devil type thing. So, but anyway, listen. Thank you for stopping by, hearing what I gotta say. This is the message that I wanted to hit you with and leave you with. And to my next video, I wish you nothing but peace and health and happiness. Peace.